got both my babies here. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brenna and don't forget to subscribe. For today's video, I'm finally going in depth and giving all the details, all the products, and everything that I did for my hair care journey. Before and after picture right here, just so you guys can get the idea of where I started and how I got to where I am today. This is definitely one of my most asked questions, and there's always so much that I want to say, like the products I used, the things I did, hair oiling routines, hairstyles I did, just all the things that I did to help my hair grow and get back to being healthy and long again. I did this in only a year and a half, so let's get into it. A little background on the beginning of the journey, I guess. Pretty much 3 or 4 years ago, somewhere in between there, I, for whatever reason, wanted to dye my hair blonde. This is my natural hair color, super dark brown. It basically looks black. I don't know what got into me. If you ask my best friend Amanda, she will tell you that she told me for years not to do that, I would regret it, and once again Amanda was right. I'm gonna insert a couple pictures right here of when I had blonde hair just to show you how blonde I truly was for being a brunette. These pictures are so cringy too, please. I don't want to talk about the jewelry, the faces, the dead hair. Before I dyed my hair blonde, my hair was the length it is now. When it's wet or even when it's straight, it's down to my waist, like pretty much right above my butt. That's where my natural hair was before I started dyeing it blonde, and I never cut it when I was a blonde. It was just breaking so much that it just started getting shorter and shorter and shorter. My mom is a hairdresser, and my mom, every single time that I would want to get my highlights or my roots touched up, she'd be like, you gotta stop doing this, you're killing your hair. And I was always like, I don't care, I want to be blonde. Why? I don't know. So my whole head was getting dyed constantly to maintain it, and since my mom is a hairdresser, any small sign of root growth, I was like, okay, touch up now, like roots need to go away. My hair was just breaking, it was getting so damaged from all the bleach, it was just so dead. Finally, I was like, okay, I'm over the blonde. I'm done with it. I don't want to be blonde anymore. I want to go back to brown. I dyed my hair back to light brown. I chopped it to my shoulders. And when I say chopped, I mean chopped. The short hair was very short-lived for me, literally a month, and in between that month I was waiting for my extensions that I ordered to come in, and I want to say it was probably 2 weeks after I dyed it back to light brown that I dyed it darker. I love dark hair on me now. I will never dye my hair a different color ever again. I went dark. It was still super short. I can't even look at these pictures. I hate them so much. And as soon as my extensions came in, I sprinted to my hairdresser who was doing them because my mom doesn't do hair extensions, so I went to a different lady to get them done. I had the Bellamy sew-in volume hair extensions in 22 inches. So keep in mind my hair was here. My hair is probably longer than 22 inches now, but you get the idea. Here's a couple pictures of the day that I got them in. I was so happy and so excited. I got the extensions in black because I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna dye my hair dark and we're gonna call it a day. I did go over my hair and dye it black to match the extensions. Getting the extensions put in did feel so weird. I actually kept all 3 rows in, which a lot of people thought I was crazy for. Even my hairdresser was like, are you sure you want to keep all 3 rows in? Like, no one really does this. Usually it's just 2. And I was like, no, like, I love the volume of all 3 because my hair was so dead and damaged. I just wanted thick ponytails, thick braids. I wanted my thick hair back. So I did put all 3 rows in, which I feel like no one really does, but I do think that that helped so much with my hair growth. The way that I see it, I had 3 rows. So I had a top row, a middle row, and then a bottom row. And my real hair was basically like sandwiched in between all these rows, and the extension hair is so thick as it is. I naturally have thick hair, like you can see. Anytime that I would curl my hair, straighten my hair, whatever, obviously always used heat protectant, but I was putting the heat on so much of the extension hair that I just feel like the heat was barely touching my real hair. And another thing is I feel like a lot of people say when you get the sew-in extensions you can't do anything with your hair. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. I did ponytails, I did braids, I did high ponytails, I did buns, I did a bunch of different hairstyles. Obviously you have to play around with like mainly the top part of your hair just to cover the sew-in line that shows a little bit, but it's able to be covered. I definitely still think you can do fun hairstyles while having extensions. I also know that some people would go every 2 weeks to get them tightened. Some people would go 4 weeks, 6 weeks. I did not go every 2 weeks. I went once a month, so once every 4 weeks. And the hair growth would be a good amount. Like every time I went, it was probably this much that had to be tightened, which was a good amount because that was how much my hair was growing. While having extensions, I tried to use as little amount of heat as possible. So I really would only put any heat on my hair if I had an event to go to, a dinner, hair, just something like going out. Other than that, I would try to sleep with my hair in braids. That way the next morning when I woke up, I could take them out and my hair would be wavy and I could just style it wavy and leave it like that and not put any heat on it. I definitely recommend them. I think that they did play a big part in helping my hair growth, and I really do think that having all 3 rows was another big factor for me that helped my hair to grow a lot quicker as well. I had the extensions in for probably about a year and a half, I would say. I'm gonna get into the products that I use. I literally hate this one picture that I'm about to show. You can just see how thin my hair was and just how broken it was from dyeing it and constantly putting heat on it. Here's the picture. If you look at my roots, like my scalp, you can just see how thin and sparse the hair was there. Like if you look at it now, I can section my hair like that and there is so much hair there. It's so thick. All the products, all the tools, the hair extensions, everything that I'm talking about, I'll have it all linked in my LTK on one post, and I'll put the link to the direct post in the description below so you guys can find it. One company that I pretty much loved everything from was Mielle. The Mielle products that I used had rosemary mint in them, which is so good for hair growth and scalp care. I use the Mielle shampoo, the Mielle hair oil, and then I also use the Mielle hair mask. That whole brand is just so good for hair growth and maintaining healthy hair. I literally still use it to this day. For the hair oil, there is another hair oil that I also would use, and it was from the Main Choice. Pretty much would mix those 2 hair oils, and I would do a hair oiling day once a week, and I would put my hair in a slick bun. I would do it in a slick pony, just some type of slick hairstyle. And I also still do this. I use the Mielle hair oil and I'll put it on my scalp. I'll put it in the sparse areas in the front of my hairline, massage it into my hair. Do the same exact thing with the Main Choice hair oil, but that one I like to put more on the back of my head, as well as the same exact spots that I do the Mielle one on. Same thing, I would massage that into my head as well, and then I would just take any slick brush, I'll link one in the post, use a slick brush to really brush it into my hair and slick my hair down. So once a week I would do a hair oiling treatment like that. Other products that I love that I recently started using are Goldilocks hair products. Currently I'm using their shampoo, their conditioner, and their detox shampoo. I'll do one hair wash day without the detox and then one day with the detox. Hair mask that I really loved was the Moroccan oil hair mask. That was another one that was so nourishing and so hydrating for my hair. I still use all of these products, by the way. It's not like I only did it then. Like, I still continue to use them as soon as I get out of the shower. I like to use the Farm to Table Scalp Relief Tea Tree Leave-In, and that's a spray. I spray that one on my scalp. The Olaplex hair oil sometimes, just to add it on the front sections of my hair basically. And the 2 leave-in products that I've been using recently from Goldilocks are the Anti-Frizz and the leave-in conditioner. For heat protectant, I use the Moroccan oil. That heat protectant works so well and it makes your hair smell so good, and I definitely recommend that one. And some other hair products that I have recently started using within the last 6 months are the Bumble and Bumble hair oil. I love that hair oil. It just smells so good. Help my ends not get dry or anything and to stay hydrated and look shiny. Also really loving the Main Choice split end hair cream. You just put that on your ends after the shower and it's supposed to help with split ends, and I feel like it has made a difference. Pretty much all of the hair products that I did use and still use to this day, and I would definitely recommend all of them. I've had my extensions out for over a year. Now my hair is super long, super healthy. I do dye my hair probably like twice a year now, and I dye it the shade before black. Pretty much looks black, but it's just the shade before black, so it's not like as intense, I guess. That is pretty much it. So here's my hair now. Everything will be linked in the description of all the products and everything that I use during my hair care journey that I still use now to maintain healthy hair. If you guys have any other questions, you can leave a comment down below and I will answer any questions you guys have, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye guys.